Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Friday, the 8th of November. This is our weekly recap. Goes out to my subs, everybody who follows me on YouTube and my email list. You can check me out here at smartoptiontrading.com, learn more about me. So let's talk about this week. And this week has been a very, very tough week in the markets. We put in a new all-time high, but it wasn't easy getting there. It's been filled with gaps all week, and this is a very gappy chart, right? Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, gap, 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 gap. We're constantly gapping everywhere, all over the place right now, and it's just tough in this market. And, it was a lot of chop. And then yesterday we got the big move off the China news, and we got the sell-off off the China news. And today we saw a whip off the China news. And, it's really just, these markets are very much attached to China and what's going on here. But overall, the trend remains strong. We continue to push up. Um, Markets remain strong. They look good here. And bottom line is, it's showing things that can be done. The one area concerns remains the VIX here. The VIX, the 12 area, we've been selling it all year, and here it is at 1216 today. Right into that area where we usually get problems. We've been playing with this area for a while now. So that brings us to this week, and what was good, what wasn't good, right? There's a lot of earnings this week. Earnings are over. Apple continues to act nicely here, put a new all-time high, and yesterday continues to be strong in this market. And Microsoft is slowly starting to try to wake up today, right? Rode the 8-day, not great volume, but getting there, looking to break out of this range and breaking above this pivot area now and above 145 and very strong. So these are names that should be kept an eye on here as we go forward. I like them both very much. Qualcomm today, a lot of people got bit on it a little bit because, the Trump with China got hit hard. But what do you got to like about this? Good earnings, gap up today. Above that, likely gets continuation here. I think the all-time high is around 100. I think it's likely going to try to go there. I like Qualcomm moving forward. That's one of the few semis that's in play right now. We do have NVIDIA earnings next week. What else out there is going good? You got to be careful here. You got to question things. Look at flow. We had Morgan Stanley, huge January 55 calls bought today. Nice little consolidation pattern here, but the name is also hot. The banks have run and the banks remain strong. And as long as the banks remain strong, this market's going nowhere, guys. If you look at the XLF here, maybe a little start of a little bit of a reversal pattern here. We'll see. But, look at names like JP Morgan, new all-time high yesterday, Bank of America, continue to act strong. And these things all look great. Lots going on here. From a flow perspective, you can see the flow was all over the place this week. A lot of this stuff came in and went out. A lot of it wasn't special. We do have Biotech conference next week for liver cancer. I see the IBB with a big engulfing candle today ahead of that. No volume behind it, but they're coming in and playing some of those names here ahead of the announcements they're expected to get, which could be good or bad. Speaking of that, FGen had an announcement today. It was halted, and look at the whip. Now it's going back up. It gave a lot of that move back. You can see this on a 5-minute chart. Just opened up after the halt and then right back down and then coming back. But very good news there for FGen and for AZN and that. Bottom line is, guys, the markets remain bullish, but if you're not taking profits here, you got to think carefully. For me, I had a decent week, not a great week. I didn't trade a ton. Traded BABA a bunch. BABA has singles day, right? Made money on BABA calls, trimmed my Bank of America, got hit on Tesla on a call, made some money on Roku. Boeing got hit. I didn't trade that one heavily. More on BABA worked well. Costco worked great. Tesla made money but got stopped out before the big move. And McDonald's today just didn't work. Got in on the open very quickly and took myself out very, very quickly on it and wasn't going to let it go too far. Didn't have size. And then found other ways to make money today and just didn't do a lot. And I do own SGMS long-term, and I sold the December 31 calls against my stock. And the reason I did that here is because SGMS has run huge here into this, and I have no reason, SGMS, to not here, right? Why not put some on there, protect it? It's up. It's extremely hot. It's had this big run off the 16 area in the last couple of months. And what do I have to lose? If I, worst things that happens, I get called away at a price of 32.35. So I have nothing to lose there on that one. So we'll see how this plays out. So overall, I like the markets here. We desperately need a sentiment shake. We could use a flush in this markets. The one thing I'll go back to the SPY here real quick. Just how strong is it? Even on the news today, we couldn't even get to the 8-day. I mean, this market remains incredibly strong. The bond market is closed on Monday, so expect volume to be light. And that's it. Quick recap today. Not a lot to go over. A lot going on in the markets. Earnings season is will start winding down at this point. And again, I think this market is buy the dips. You get any dips you can, you try to buy it. We are starting to see some melt up in this market. We have FOMO kicking in, fear of missing out. And you got to be cognizant that they can just keep pushing this market up and trying to make everybody chase. Everybody have a fabulous weekend. I'll catch you guys with charts on Sunday.